guys, happy Monday. So, alright, we're going to go right into the native trees of Britain. So, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's really, really interesting too. I mean, when we get to the crabapple, it's about my favorite one, I think. I think they're all my favorite ones, except for, I love the crabapple tree, so it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, so the Witchboard watch party, I don't know really how to do that, but I am learning and finding out. So when you guys want to do it, let's do it, because I think that'd be really interesting. It'd be really neat. Pay, a homage to, Johnny Gatane and all the amazing people in that film. So, alright, so some native trees. So we have, actually, just a few from Britain. So, the first one is actually beech, and that's Fagus sylvatia, or sylvatea. Sylvatica. That's how you say it, Sylvatica. I suck at Latin. So, now this is much used by the Iron Age peoples of Europe. Beech possesses a strong, hard, and durable wood, so it's useful for both burning and for crafting, producing excellent bowls, spoons, and other utensils. I like that. I really do like that. I don't know if we have beech around here. Beech wood. So, magically speaking, the word beech comes from the same root as book. So, and it is therefore associated with knowledge and learning. So a wand or a staff made from this wood could be used or would be of great value to those employing in uncovering lost knowledge or in furthering their studies in the esoteric fields. I love that. I love beech. I keep reading about these native woods and I'm like, what? It's not here. I want one. So yeah. Very interesting wood. So it is said that the Druids of old employed beech leaves as pages to mnemonically record their lore. I love that. I love that. That is incredible. Alright, now we have box, which is a Buxus sempervirens. Sempervirens. I suck at Latin again, so sorry. So, although now mostly used for hedging and what did I even write there? Sculpting, hedging and sculpting and all that good stuff. Whatever. Box was for centuries used as a prime wood for fine carvings and engraving. Left to its own devices, this large shrub will grow up to 35 feet in height. That's pretty big for a bush, but is today exceedingly rare in this state. So, there being a few remaining box woods left. Now, all parts of the box are poisonous if taken internally in large enough amounts, although small doses have traditionally been used as a substitute for quinine in cases of malaria. So, wow, malaria. Who would have friggin' thought that one? I didn't. So, and for the treating of intestinal worms. Now, magically, little is recorded, but on traditional use of a wand or staff of box is to invoke the shades of past crafters during necromantic rites to the ancestors. So that's a really interesting wood. That's one that I really want to get my hands on, right there. Now we have the crabapple tree, which I love, and this is the tree that is directly in the center of my backyard. So, which is Malice. That's funny, Malice. Easter egg, back to Sabrina, part 1, very first. We're going way back. Malus sylvestris, the original indigenous apple. The fruit of this tree is much smaller and harder than the latter cultivated varieties. Don't even try to eat a crabapple. Oh my god, no. It has a beautiful pinkish white blossom in the spring, which added to the rodmus fire, will sweetly scent the entire rite. And it does too. And they only last for like a day to 2 days to up to maybe a week, like 5 days within the weekday. And then all the petals are gone. So yeah, it smells good for a really short period of time and then kaboom, no more. Alright, where did I go? Okay, so one of the main goddess trees in Britain, the crabapple, has mainly been associated with love and romance. Although, like the dame herself, there is always a sight of death to ponder. So that is me. I mean, I can relate to the crabapple tree. I can really relate to that damn tree. It's like, all right, so you're totally gonna fall in love, but you know you're gonna get hurt, and it's not gonna work out. So what's the whole point of it? What's the point of dating? Just to end up getting hurt and not having a lifelong partner. Totally agree, crabapple tree. Now, it is considered to be the fruit of Avalon, the Isle of Apples. Who knows? One of the names of the British Otherworld. So it's really connected to the underworld. The medicinal and healing properties of the fruit and bark link strongly to the life-giving spirits of traditional lore. However, and it is also the famed silver branch of British mythology. A wand or staff of this wood would not only have great healing and comforting powers, but it is also traditionally used to gain access to the other world. How incredible is that? Is that not incredible? I mean, it is. It's totally incredible. I love it. I do. It's incredible. Did I mention it was incredible? But so yes, I mean, it's amazing. I'll have to take a picture of it for you guys and show you guys all the trees that I do have. And my cedar tree, we're going to get rid of our cedar tree. So I have like bushels of cedar. Beautiful. For smudging, it's going to be beautiful. They're going to be amazing. So I'll have those up sometime for sale. Alright, now we have the hornbeam, which is Carpinus betulus, I think. Similar in appearance to beech, with exceedingly hard yet light and flexible timber. Hornbeam is indigenous to the south of Britain. Because of its similarity to beech, it is often overlooked in favor of its better-known companion. Yet it has admirable qualities of its own. It is a surprisingly tough wood, often used in the past for agricultural tools and equipment that had heavy-duty uses, and was also incorporated into pianos, cogs, and pulleys. That is really, really interesting. I would like to see that. I would love to see the inside of a piano with hornbeam wood in it. Now, on an esoteric level, traditional lore values it for its toughness, and it is used for qualities of endurance, steadfastness, and support in mystical ordeals. So it is most definitely a fairy wood, and should only be taken after permission from them is granted. I have a lot more respect now for the dryads and for the fairy folk, because you don't know what you're doing when you're outside and you're weeding and you're doing yard work. So whatever I do that I'm told to do, and I know my gut's telling me don't weed this area. Well, I'm told to, I have to, so I have to apologize overly, profusely, and then I leave a little offering, a penny, a couple shiny pennies, and some I'll take some milk out there and pour a little bit, a teaspoon on the ground, and kind of just give back, because it's really not my fault. I'm just being made to do that. So I could say no, but then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna reap the backlash of just saying no over a little small patch of like weeds. So, but I have a total different respect for the fairy world, for the fairy folk, the good folk, and the dryads of our trees. All right, now we have lime. Tilia cordata. Now, there are 3 species of lime, Tilia cordata being the only indigenous one to Britain. The small-leafed variety. Now, the broad-leafed and silver-barked varieties are, however, also now growing extensively, one of nature's distressors. The medical benefits of lime are large. It really is, too, so just use this with your own caution. It is a natural relaxant, a sedative, and anti-spasmodic, and also reduces hypertension and hardening of the arteries. The flower must be picked early in the spring, as they develop strong narcotic properties when older. So it is a marker tree, once planted at the center of villages to represent the world axis on boundaries and along geomantically important earth lines, which would be ley lines. Once the bark is peeled, it has a beautiful shiny white wood, much prized for fine carving. The glowing whiteness speaks of Anwen, and a wand or staff of this wood makes a fine underworld steed to go traveling along the spirit lines or to aid in astral flight. How interesting. I love that. That is really interesting about lime. I had no idea about the lime. Maybe that's why I crave lime a lot. Like when I'm really sore with the fibro, I crave, I don't know why, lime. And I do like lime. I like lime on my tacos. But that's it. Now we have the poplar tree. Not poppies, poplar. So often confused with the somewhat familiar aspen. The poplar shares a lot of folkloric healing properties and traditional remedies. So it's used to relieve aches, fevers, inflammation, arthritis, and gout. So I mean, if we have, you use your senses and, don't go out and, start chewing on, a poplar tree. Externally, it was applied to piles, sprains, and infected wounds. The timber is light but highly shock absorbent and was used in past ages for making shields. I really like that, so it's very protective and powerful, a protection, a tree, a powerful protection tree. Can't talk. Now, poplar buds and leaves were sometimes listed as ingredients in traditional flying ointments and salves. And the wood is said to give protection from all forms of disease and death therefrom. That would be pretty nice. So, for these reasons, a wander staff of this wood is used when making defensive magic similar to Rowan or communicating with astral entities like willow, so like the willow tree. Interesting. I mean, I love that. I love the properties of these trees, and it gives you a different respect. You have a totally different respect for trees. I do, anyways. Now we have the wild service tree. This is a very much neglected tree. It's a very old tree, native and denizen of the British Isles. Now, as the name implies, its wood, which is a very fine grain, was used in the past for a multitude of purposes. Now, as one of Britain's indigenous trees, but left out of the later magical tree list, so it is likely that it was venerated as a part of fairy lore, and latter suppressed or replaced to hide its value. It would therefore make an ideal wood with which to contact the good folk. In autumn, the leaves look like living fire. Ooh. And the berries can be used for curing colic, whilst the flaming leaves aid in consumptive disorders. So, consumptive. So that'd be like in healing, like bulimia and anorexia, or trying to, help, aid along in that. So, alright, we have tree lore, magical tree lore. I love it. I do. So yeah, I don't think I'm not quitting. I'm not going to quit what I'm doing. It's taking a while for my brain to process, this death, and it's pretty hard on me. It's pretty hard on a lot of people too. I see a lot of people, on, Twitter, and, it's just really messed up. So it's losing your childhood icon. It's like, wow, So last night I got out, everything that I ever could. I searched for anything that possibly resembled the witchboards that my dad would craft, because he can, he's a freaking a jack of all trades, literally. So my dad is amazing when it comes to, whatever he does, plumbing, heating, HVAC, electrical, all of it. So building houses, so a contractor, subcontractor, whatever. But yeah, he used to, when I was about 6 to 7, he would spend hours trying to recreate the Witchboard, the board from Witchboard, the first one with Tawny. And the planchette, we finally got the planchette down pat. And then my dad's super religious friend would come over, and I finally got the board. It was small, because I would take clipboards, rip the metal, unscrew the metal, and I would use those, and then I would, put clear tape over it. I didn't know anything about, resin, pouring it on there and letting it, set. And so, yeah, I did that, and I finally got it perfected. Like, it literally years. My dad hated it. Every night he would come home from work, I would wait at the window. I remember being like 6 or 7, waiting at the window, looking out that window, thinking, yeah, you're gonna make me a witchboard just like what we see on TV. So VHS is on all day long when I'm little, watching Witchboard, literally all day, all night. That's all I can do. I loved it. Was obsessed. Literally. So that's how I really honestly got started with all of this. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your influence, because it did. You know, throughout the years it was amazing and it helped. But yeah, the board got broke, so my dad's friend came over, broke the board. Fucker. Hate him still to this day. And then the planchette. The planchette. I mean, it looked just like that one. That famous scene when Linda puts her hands on that planchette and you see those wicked long fingernails and that beautiful red hair and that beautiful outfit from the 80s. Oh, God, I love it. And the hair, the big hair, you know, it was just incredible. And the moment she puts her hands on that, that's the planchette. I can't find it now. It's gone, so I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, that's just my little story there too. I have a lot of them, so, but yeah. Alright guys, yeah, I don't know how to do a witchboard party here on YouTube. I have my copy. I will not update with a Blu-ray or a DVD or a CD or I don't know what else there really is out there, but yeah, I'm sticking to my VHS that I got quite a few years ago. So, sorry Kevin, I can't. I'll probably end up getting it, so I'm not going to cheat on my Witchboard VHS. But yeah, I don't know how to do a watch party, especially for this one. So I know we have to each have our own copies. So yeah, if you guys have your copies and we want to really get a Witchboard party going, maybe Kevin will join us for a little chat or a little, you know, Q&A. I don't know. I don't want to put that on him, so. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know below. And if you want, you guys can go up here and go to mysticamber.com, write my name in there at the end when you check out with your little fingers there and type my name in, RYANE, all cap locks, and you will get 10% off your store-wide purchase. So, I mean, that's pretty freaking amazing. This is helping me so much. It's really amazing. So. But alright guys, I love you all very much. Please stay healthy, stay safe, don't be peacing out on me, any of you, and I love you guys with all my heart. All the way from Venus, always. And all the way back down. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just be safe. I'm watching every single one of you. Be safe. I love you guys.